recording. Okay, so let's see. We have we're looking at this case of Alice pays Bob. We're going to make Alice purse a Bob purse, and we're going to deposit it into the Alice purse from the Bob purse, and we're going to look at the balance. So let's see how we made out here. It looks like we made out pretty good. We got a purse URI and a mint URI. So I'm going to go back to the collab, to the BYO token, and I'm going to replace this. Oops. What happened? I don't get it. Uh-oh. Edit message. Somehow I got insert arbitrary there. Copy. All right. I just wanted to record those so we know that they are, right?
Okay.
Because we're going to need these later. I mean, if we ever want to spend this purse, we need to know we need to be able to get its address. Now, I think both this mint address and the first address here, making them public like this is a no-no. Now anybody can spend them. And with the mint, anybody can create tokens, I guess. Okay, so this is the part of the contract here that where we make Alice purse and Bob purse. Now, what is this Alice amount and Bob amount? Where did it read? That's what it read.
That's the amount in the purse, right?
Yeah, it's the amount to make, but this is part of the test overflow deposit is what this says. That's what what we're looking at here, and it. So this is the Alice amount, and this is the Bob amount. I see. This is an interesting way to assign variables I hadn't thought of before. You see that?
Yeah, that's interesting. Hmm.
So, so let me just work on restart session. Um, well, we can put Bob pays Alice row. So we know what it is. And now there's stuff that we're not going to do. We're not going to call row spec here. I don't know what this is. So okay, well, I don't know how far we want to go with this today. What do you guys want to do? I mean, we have the address of the purse. We can put any amounts we want in here. We can pay it. We can print out the balances. I don't know that.
I was wondering that where did that the mint and the purse URI come from? Did you Was that generated in robot
No, it was generated on testnet.
on testnet? Oh, okay. I must have missed where.
Testnet here. We just ran it.
Yeah. Oh, oh, there it is under the deploy return data.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. First URI. I copied it from here, but it's same here.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's encouraging. Being able to, copy a segment of code and run it ourselves and get a result.
Right. So we made it. We made a mint and we made a purse.
Okay.
That's how far we got.
All right.
Now, question is, um,
And every time you run that deploy, you're going to get a brand new URI for purse and for mint.
right, it'll be a different currency.
It'll be a different currency, right? Okay.
Okay. So, like I have a comment here, new vault. Okay. That's after we're done playing with the purses, then we want to make vaults.
Right.
Because then we can make the collab vault, which is controlled by this private key, which is what I have for the RChain activist account,
Okay.
which is what we've been using for the collab. Okay, but ultimately this would be like a multi-sig address or something.
Gotcha.
I don't know exactly how we do that.
Okay.
So, um, um, but that's not what we're doing here. We're not making a vault. We're just making a mint and a purse. And we probably, we may never use that purse again. We may use the
Right.
mint. Um, uh, we need the mint for the mint URL. Okay, we can um, um, we want to do a registry lookup, and we want to put in here the mint contract name. But I don't know what happened. I thought I just did a copy. Okay, so we're going to do a lookup. Okay, and because I obviously this isn't going to work right because this is uh, uh, I'll just call that red. I don't call that red. I will call this red. I will call this um, mint. Okay, and I'll copy this and I'll stick it in here. Okay, so now we get our mint value. Now we can make a purse right, for Alice and Bob. Now I don't know why it has this funny number here, but I don't like the funny number. I'll do something like that.
All right.
When I make one, just make one rev.
Uh,
Two,
yeah. One rev would be, is it 8 zeros or 9 zeros?
8 zeros. 3, 6, 8. Just for the hell of it. Okay, so now what do we? Is everybody happy with what we're doing today?
Well, I'm learning a lot. It's
Theo?
Yeah, I'm just happy to see some rolling. So I can learn it.
Gary?
yeah.
FYI, you have like you forgot to add a space like next to new red.
I'm a little under the weather today. I'm just following along, but it's good to know we're this close.
Yeah, I got two.
You have a name called Retin. It doesn't exist. Like it's not used. You forgot to put a space in between.
What return? What?
No, new red.
RETIN.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was wondering what new written was. No, I don't know why I have two. I don't know why I have this exactly this way, but Um, I could probably get rid of one of these ends. Oops. What is this? Big. Oh, the normal. Big. Join. Join. Okay, so how does this look anyway? Okay, does everybody understand this? How this match is used here? I never saw it used this way before.
Hmm.
It's used in a
There
place.
are a lot of things that not yet like known, like for example, best practices to write stuff in rolling.
Well,
So it could be one of them.
we're waiting for the let to be defined. Let, where we could say let Alice amount equal, one, and let Bob amount equal this. We don't have a let. So so in order to assign these values, they're using the match statement. And they're matching these values. And what this does is this instantiates the name Alice amount, which gets associated with this, and Bob amount, which gets associated with this. So this will match any two values. So this will always match, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not really using, we're not using it as a match. We're using it to assign two variables. Is that clear?
Hmm.
I have a feeling there's some hesitation there. We could take this match out and just put the million in here and the 1,000 in here, right?
Okay.
Right. That's the only purpose is to assign, so that these names get assigned those values. And normally you wouldn't have a constant in a match. Normally it would be some data, some dynamic data that you're matching against. You don't really ever need to match a constant. You know what the constant is, That is, you don't need any alternate because this will always match. Okay, so in any case.
So what happens if you send something to Bob amount? Like it won't change, right?
If
it will always.
It'll always be right.
Well, and these are purses, so you
These
can't.
aren't purses. This is
You can only.
This is integer amounts.
Yeah, you can only check balance and decrease amount.
Well, here's a deposit.
But that's initial creation, right?
It looks like we can deposit. Okay, we were saying before that we could only decrease an account.
Right.
And in this case, it's saying we can, there's a deposit method.
Oh, okay.
Now, we can only decrease a rev vault. Like I have money in my purse. Alice's purse has money. No, and Bob's purse has money, right?
Right.
So it can deposit from Bob's purse into Alice's purse, which is what we want to do. It's a transfer.
Okay.
And then we get the balance again. Okay, and then we do a get balance. Okay, we read this, and then I guess what we want to do is print it out or return it, right? We want to return these values, right? So we can say open return, and we can say Bob balance is
Bob amount.
final Bob person.
Oh,
balance.
final
we just
Bob
read.
purse balance. Okay.
From the, okay, we did a get balance from the
Yeah.
here.
Get balance. Yep.
Okay, and then we can say Alice Val, and we can print that.
Right.
Return that.
Right.
Okay, the return is the deploy ID channel. Now, I don't know what this act channel here is. We don't have one.
All right.
We haven't defined that, right?
All right.
So I'm just going to delete that line. Oops. Okay, and then I have the end of the for, the end of the success, the end of the for, the initial balances, which we don't print. We'll assume they're right. And then we have the end of the for the make purses. Well, this is a join of the two purses being made. Does everybody understand that?
Right.
And this is the end of the match. And let me bring that back here. Oh, this is the end of the match? What happened? That's the end of the match case. There's only one match case here.
Okay.
It's the end of the match.
You need one more, don't you, for the scope?
Well, I need one for the for here.
Yeah, that one.
And
one for, there we go.
And one for the end.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
Yep.
Okay, this might work, right? And it'll be our first transaction.
Okay.
I'm going to write this out just to save it as is. And I'm going to I'm going to stick it in here. And we're going to deploy. And we're going to get an error. But 2319. 23, go. Oh, I have the parentheses instead of a curly bracket. I made it to almost to the end. But of course, that doesn't mean anything. There's the syntax first, and then. But, is that? Okay. $31. 2. That's like at the end of the thing. It is 31. What's wrong? Okay, now I have an extra parentheses because I had it. I changed the end bracket up there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I'm going to like that. And I guess all I have to do is remove one of these guys.
Yeah.
Darn it. Free variable Alice first channel is used twice as a binder. Well, we could have a lot of these problems. Because where do we ever, let me fix it back here. Where do we ever create those channels? Insert comma. It's first channel, comma. Bob first channel. What else anything else we need? Where does this come from?
Initial Alice purse channel.
It looks like, doesn't it? Looks like we got to do all of these.
Yeah. Initial Bob purse channel. Got a success channel. Okay. Oh yeah, final Alice purse channel, final Bob purse balance channel.
And that should do it.
Yeah.
Oh no, syntax error.
Hey guys, I got to run to another meeting, so I'll catch up with you guys later.
Okay, we'll just run this and
Yeah.
I guess put the output in the channel.
Okay. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing the output. I'll see you guys.
All right. Should only take a few minutes.
Yeah.
I hope. Syntax error at 129. That'd be a simple thing. I don't get it. 129 is right here. Oh. It looks like I lost the first line or something here.
What's happening with Zoom? It's crashing all the time.
What happened?
Zoom keeps reconnecting all the time. So for some reason.
I wonder if that's me. 32.1, syntax error in the file. So I guess I missed one of the brackets. All right, it deployed it. Let's see if it runs it. So I'll put it in the BYO token. So I do a quote, 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 Scala, enter. And I don't want to evaluate it here. So I don't put in the val. I just put the, no, oops. Backward. Okay, so that's the contract, which I'm counting my chickens before they hatch. And then I hope that it runs and we actually get a result. And that the result makes sense. Because we only transfer one revlet or collablet, whatever our currency is. So Alice should have what is it? 100 million and one. And Bob should have 999. Ah, error. Okay, we have no idea what happened. And there's no output here.
So it's impossible to debug sometimes.
Yeah. Well, we can log. Of course, I forgot the bits. So the first thing that could go wrong is I can call him set auto indent. That'll help me a little bit. Just the out. I can write .mint. Um, okay, I can. Um, dot init val. Whoops. Why? What? Um, but now we're gonna have to look at the log. Got versus. I'll fix those later. Um, got success. And we could why is it saying false? Oh. Um, uh, and final. Okay. Now let's see. How do I get this whole thing? And before I deploy this, I'm going to do secure connection failed. Oh, now. What happens if I take off this? What's back? This is node 2. And I'm listening to what node? Node 2. Okay.
But that one is mainnet you're trying to access.
Whoops. What the heck?
It says it's mainnet. .RChain.com.
Thank you. Is that root shard at testnet? Is that right?
Probably. Yeah.
That's it. Wow. What happened? Isn't this supposed to just give me the end of it? It's giving me the whole history. This is going to take forever. Usually it just gives me, I'm never going to get to the end of this. Usually it just gives you the end of the log. Huh, weird. Looks like I got the whole log. Okay, so now we're going to deploy. We're going to sign. And what? We're getting there. Oh no. Verify 16. Alice first. What did I change? 16. Oh. There's no vertical bar here. Oh, it's all over the place. Huh?
I'm hoping with visual rolling it will be a lot easier to make this sort of stuff without dealing with syntax.
Yeah,
Hello.
that's true. I guess now, do I use IntelliJ or do I use Visual Visual Studio? What is it called? I mean, that's nice when it tells you the errors, syntax errors. Save a lot of time. Checking results. It didn't get it. How come it didn't get it? What do we got here? An error again? No, it's still checking the result. I get must wait for more blocks.
Can you send the link to the log? I can't access it for some reason. Maybe I'm typing it wrong.
It gives a whole, I hit the chat here. Sometimes it comes up, sometimes it doesn't.
So it works now.
So where's it? What happened to my deploy? Deploy is not coming. It's not doing any deploy. I did miss it. No two testing. Node 2 test. I don't get it. Deploy failed to get data. Now we know it's working because we just executed successfully something else. I don't know why, but I'm going to try another. I'm going to try node 0. Seemed like I wasn't getting anything else from that log. So I was getting the tail of the log before. Now I'm getting the whole damn log. Now, if I look back here, do I see any evidence of my deploy? I don't see it. Let's try again. Not getting anything. Let me try reloading the whole thing.
My connection to the testnet is so slow that I'm still downloading the whole log.
Yeah, it was doing a tail of the log before. It wasn't loading the whole thing. I mean, that's a huge log. Oh, there it is. That's nice. Do I have to reload to get it? To reload the whole log? I have my own read-only notes running, so I guess I could look there.
So the code was deployed.
What? So it was deployed, but something, I don't see the standard output here yet. Okay, here's where this is the first, it's actually, we're actually to see it twice. going to be played and replayed. But we're not getting any more log here. So if I restart this section, okay, Control S. I'm getting all this debug output, which I don't really want. I don't see my deploy anywhere. What a bummer. Well, it's a huge file.
Yeah, I'm still downloading.
So I'm going to try to do a VI. I don't know how, even if VI of the file so huge is going to work too well. Okay, I can go to the end and I can look for Alice. Alice not found. See, purse is not found. Well, what is going to be for sure? Got mint. So it never said got mint. I don't know how that could be. I saw the contract. Right, we did see the contract.
Hmm?
We did see the contract before when we, oh, we're at, well, and no two, we saw the contract. Or was it here? Here we got mint.
You found it.
Yeah. Don't ask me why it's here and not there. Dot persons, dot initial balance again. Dot initial balance again.
Yeah, I found it as well.
So we got here. Dot initial balance again.
Its success channel has to be false. Like it's a unit test that returns false, right?
This name, I mean, it is could be a reserved word, but it could match just false. That's when it says got success. Oh, that's because I said it.
Mhm. So it's not even supposed to run, or you're sending like.
Yes, it's not supposed. You're right. It's supposed to fail because it was in this. We copied the test case. Um, so if I here I now false put was a constant value there. Now I'm putting a flag, which should be true. So so maybe this will work better. Good catch, Leo.
I kind of thought that it was supposed to fail, like it's a unit test after all.
Yeah, right, right. I should have thought, why would they introduce a name false? And of course, false is a reserved word, I guess. And this isn't going to. So this is going to run again. Um, I probably should change something so I could. You have to reload this. I wonder what happened to the ability to follow, to do a tail on this. Okay, so there's one gotten in. This is 2 of 7 matches. 3 of 7 matches. Five. Not final. Refunding. That looks like it worked. It worked. What did we fix? Just that pause, huh? How do you like that? I like it. I like it. So Bob's balance got decreased 1 and Alice's got increased 1. Perfect. Finally, we're done. And I'm going to edit this message. And I'm going to stick in here the final value. And I'm going to stick in here
So whoever has that unforgeable ID address can mint tokens, right, and send to whoever.
right. They can mint tokens using this mint. I mean, that's, we can play with that. Next thing we're going to do is make a red vault, which will secure it, so that only the collab RChain activist account can create tokens.
Mm-hmm.
Make a new red vault. With the purse. All right, well, that was.
Yeah, nice work. Were you going to go to Robert's meeting?
Oh, gee. I guess not. I'm kind of beat.
Yeah, I am too. But I'm glad to be able to watch you do this. I'll look at that for a little bit. Okay.
Okay, guys. Anything else?
Bye.
Theo? No?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna look at it a bit more.
All right. Bye-bye.